Game paused. Game resumed.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
So what's this map all about? Why is it cursed?
Well, Cody, it's a maze. A jungle maze.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Is this the one with the pathing paint in the low ground? Where you can't see anything. You have like zero vision while on the low ground.
Alright, Hypo, you do a camera for us, and reintroduce the players.
Oh, it's Brood War.
Alright. I forgot to change my camera for this.
If you just randomly click to one spot on the map, you still have regular pathfinding though, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, I figured. So it's not as bad as if you actually had to fucking manually explore the map. Like if you could just put up a couple shift clicks everywhere, you'll probably find what you're looking for.
Anyways, let's quickly introduce the players. In the middle right, we have the... Is that orange or yellow? The orange Protoss, Cobble. And in the middle right side as well, well, right middle, we have the teal Protoss, you. Apparently both of these bases are gold bases with rich gas. Alright, Apple.
Yeah, I also expected him to introduce you first.
To
Cobble,
be
not
fair,
understanding that he has a lot more money than usual. And playing a fairly standard opening. You with a slightly better strategy of actually getting a Nexus right away. Oh, I should press their vision. Oh. Cobble's just gone. How many spawns does this map have? I'm assuming neither of them are familiar with the map to begin with, but if you knew at least 8, oh no.
see? Oh, looks like Cobb is going for a 2-gate Stalker already.
I like the fast rowboat of Cobble, because there's like no room to build anything anywhere, so going heavy gateway feels like a bad idea. I think you should minimize the number of production facilities that you need. And robo is a good idea for that. I actually wouldn't mind another robo pretty quickly thereafter. 15 spawns, oh no.
Oh my.
I'm assuming they're not all balanced then as well. Is there even... Okay, I guess there's a little entrance to the left of U's base. I was gonna ask if it's even possible to leave for you without basically running into Cobble's main.
Oh, looks like Yu's making a Oracle really quickly.
Well, he did scout Cobble, so that's not the worst idea. I like it.
Indeed. And his mirror line's not protected by
Yeah, the ship battery's too far away.
His
And actually,
is, but
the
not
stalkers can't even get to the mineral line. I think that's a wall on both sides. He definitely can't pass the robo, and I think he might also not be able to pass the gateway.
Maybe if the... It looks like a 1 choke, so they could pass it.
I'll use pooling oracles. I mean, that is a good idea on paper, but if he knew what was going on, he should just go in. I think that's a really good idea by Cobble. Hiding bases.
I mean, since this is a big map, it's just a really good idea to spam randomly.
Yeah. Plus, you don't even see the bases on the minimap. Like, you doesn't even know that there is a base up there that is possible to hide. So it's doubly hard to find hidden
Also,
bases.
you killed 6 probes.
That's nice. But he also apparently didn't make workers at all, because he's only even, despite having the faster nexus.
True.
A fleet beacon? That's really good. I think that's very strong by you. To go into straight carriers. He should also hide a base pretty soon, because I don't see an easy to take third for him if he's turning to carriers.
I mean, yeah, this map is pretty much a good air map. I think Cobble's making a mistake by going a heavy ground with Roboforce.
Absolutely. Every single fucking path on this map is basically blockable by a single force field. If I stay creep in the middle, what the fuck is this?
Is this? Oh wait, is this a campaign map?
I was thinking that.
Because I think it looks like one. It looks like one of the campaign maps I played, which is one with the Fest of the Terrans and the protesters around to kill everything. Oh, it looks like Cobble's starting his force attack, and he's not in position to defend.
With the shield battery and a carry and a void ray, I think this is pretty safe.
Sure.
Like, Cobble can probably do some harassment damage, but you shouldn't really be able to kill him or anything.
The issue is that the use armies behind the Nexus, so it's a lot harder for
At
him
the
to
same
attack.
time, Cobble tried to shade into Adepts at the top, but they got lost. They went, like, the wrong way. He's really struggling to get into the main. I like the idea, though. I think that's a good play. Another hidden base as well for Cobble.
We got 2 depths in the main. And you with the... Oh, he's not... He has a purple.
I like that Cobble is also transitioning into air units. I think that's the right thing to do. You can't really push the issue with gateway units. And he has the stronger economy, which he should be aware of. Especially
Hopefully,
after getting those 7 kills.
Yep, hopefully Cobble goes for Tempest. Because on this map, Tempest will be really good. Especially with the Robo for Zorbals. Looks like both players are sitting back for a while. Oh, Cobble is going for Tempest.
I think that's the right play as well, yeah.
Yep.
One
Oh,
thing
more
that
probes
might
go
be
down.
scary. One thing that might be scary is if you actually stays on the low worker count that he has right now, his maxed out army will be much stronger.
I mean,
So
especially
what-
with the gold bases everywhere, you don't need that many probes.
Exactly. So Cobble might actually be over probing a little bit. 60 is still fine-ish, but if he keeps going to like 70 or maybe even 80, I think we might be in trouble. There isn't any significance to the middle, right, Hyper? It's just a thing. Like, you don't get anything for, like, breaking it or anything like that.
What's this army map? Yeah, that makes sense. Man, Cobble's expanding a little bit too much. Cobble already has 5 bases compared to use 4 bases. Oh my,
Well,
6 base for Cobble.
You can't really mine from all those bases with the worker count that he has, though, unless you only care about the gases.
Oh,
And
big
he's
fight
already
towards the
floating.
bottom right. The Stalkers are losing badly. You with the mouse carriers and the mothership already.
Oh, this move out is scary for Cobble. He's not quite ready to fight this yet, I think. He does have Tempest, but even if he recalls some... Well, actually, no, that's enough. That's 6 of them. If you don't get time warped, you can probably defend.
He has energy for recall, so he should be able to do it. Oh, looks like you recalled his Stalkers and well.
It's a neat little blink. Man, he's really just fucking flying those Tempests somehow. Did he recall recently? Is it on cooldown or something? No, it isn't. He could have just recalled. He should definitely recall the next 3 Tempests at least if he... Well, now he doesn't have the energy anymore if that Nexus dies. Oh, using
looks like you
the time warp there is really bad.
Yep. Oh, the Tempests come in as well.
He does
Oh, the
have the
Merchant
Nexus
goes down.
recall still, so he can get out of here. But he isn't. Oh.
Even if Copper wins this fight, he's down a lot of attack and 2 bases.
You just used this recall to transfer probes to the top right, so he can't get out of here now. He will just be cleaned up.
And use AFK his army.
We have met the enemy.
Yeah, that Zolbal's doing a really good job with the Tempest.
I think Cobble knows about Yu's location in the top right, but Yu does not know about Cobbled.
If they pay attention, there was 2 probes next to each other. So they might know. Back to this fight in the bottom right. The Tempests are doing a really good job shooting down
Yu's
everything.
about to have his own set of Tempests, so he might be able to fight back a little bit with Overcharge. But he is down in units.
The issue is that the U does not have a robo for his Zolbals, so he won't have the extra range.
Let our enemy know our fury.
It seems like Yu wants to transition into pure ground units from here. He's making a lot of gateways on the top right. I don't think that can work. The map is simply too constricting for that.
Oh, revelations on the Tempest. You might stand a chance against this aggression.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually cleaning it up, but now, since he killed all those bases from Cobble, he is ahead economically. So this actually is starting to look a lot like a Yu victory from here. Cobble is still making Tempest, which is also really not going to help with all the gateway units that Yu is likely going to make soon. If he was making his own carriers behind this, I would feel a little bit more confident in his
As
ability to
long
win
as
this game.
Cobble places a bunch of Zolbals around for vision, he could just kite all the gateway stuff.
Well,
because right now Yu
Stalkers
refuses
are
to
a
make those
little bit
Zolbals.
faster. And he also still has Tempest himself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
the
that
map is
the Yu
definitely
only has
not-
oracles for revelations. Oh, look at the Tempest are hitting the bases in the top right.
Where did he recall? Oh, he recalled to the wrong nexus. You just recalled his army to the bottom right. I think he meant to recall to the top right at some point. That's
Oh,
definitely not
man.
where he wanted to go. You needs to spend his minerals. He has a decent gateway count, and he could easily just have a couple zealots run around the map. And I think that will actually be a pretty big deal for Cobble to have to deal with. None of his bases are already defended. He doesn't even have a robo anymore. So DT harassment, which isn't mineral heavy of course, but DT harassment might be something down the line. But then again, he has 5 observers, so I'm sure he's gonna find one.
It looks like the game is stabling out for right now. Oh, you're heading towards the base, towards the top middle.
It should have happened. Your minerals is ended.
And finally, you have some zealot harassment at the bottom. I like it a lot. It's gonna take a while until those zealots actually find anything of value, but if he keeps shift-clicking them around, I think it's gonna be a very good play for him.
Oh my, no. Zealot is about to finish soon. Big fight in the top now.
I'm not a huge fan of you going into Void Race from here. Does he have the speed upgrade already? He
It's halfway done.
That's something.
I mean, he could catch the Tempest.
That's not the speed upgrade, that's the building damage for Tempest.
Oh, oops. Indeed.
Which I don't think matters if you have fucking 15 Tempests.
True.
Some mothership heading down to the bottom from Cobble. He might be recalling somewhere. Or he just misclicked. I think he just F2'd it back to his army.
So it's hitting the 9 o'clock base.
This is going to be really difficult for Cobble to deal with. Tempests are slow, they don't kill zealots quickly either. He could use the cloaking field to save this nexus if he wanted to.
At this point, Cobble needs to make a bunch of cannons to defend his new expansions.
Yeah, pretty much. He doesn't have the gateways to warp in units defensively, so the only option he really has is making cannons and batteries.
I might definitely choose since this map, since Cobble somehow expanded towards the top left as his now new main base.
They also spawned like directly next to each other, and it still lasted nearly 20 minutes so far.
It somehow became a semi-split map.
This push looks really scary by Cobble. I'm not entirely sure what Yu's trying to do to defeat this.
The
Well,
Void
I
Ray
guess
is all
just-
helping a little bit.
Ignores the Tempests.
Darkest teleporting beneath the Tempest, but they get wiped out quickly. The Revelation ward off, so they don't have the extra range for you.
I really
Looks like
don't
Cobble's
like
winning
this
this
word
fight
right
single-handedly. Yeah, the random resolvables he plays around randomly all really helping right now.
Gun is making a good point in chat. Phoenixes would have definitely helped a lot more. Especially with range, they actually fight Tempests reasonably well. Especially if you have your own Tempests to like support them. If Cobble just keeps pressing the issue here, I think there's pretty much no way you stops him. He has to start expanding to the bottom left and then rebuild if he wants to stay in this game, because he's not fighting this Tempest army. On this map, for sure, Hyper. The Tempest
Definitely, unless
can't kill all the next but you just hide it.
unless there's a heavy cannon battery defense, ZLDT will win.
I don't even think you can put enough cannons down because you don't have room. So if you have blink on the DTs, you can just blink on top of them and kill them very easily.
I mean, the issue with Cobble's expansion towards 9 o'clock base is that he just places down a bunch of random ass pylons.
Yeah. Yeah, that base particularly probably has enough room for cannons, I agree.
Yeah.
If you didn't make like 8 extra pylons.
Another fight at the top.
Cobble's
Void
Tempest
Rays are
gun is
chasing down
actually
the
kind of low.
Tempest.
The Void Rays are kind of doing it here. Well, he also left like half his Void Rays at home, which isn't ideal.
Battle is upon us.
Yeah, the Zobos are a really good idea to help Snipe from far away. Just that Yu does not have the vision for his Tempest, or one Tempest. So trying to chase with just pure Stalker Void Ray will be a little bit difficult. Another Zealot behind the bottom left.
He does know about the base, so maybe he'll actually go there. No.
The gas field was depleted. Protoss need more gas.
Oh, he is sending one Zealot towards the bottom left though. And he
That's
found the
really
base.
strong. That's a really good
Big
play.
push from Cobble in the middle right now. Looks like Cobble's doing some DT harass. They got caught by... Oh, you finally made his Opals.
Maybe that's the turning point. Getting rid of the observers.
Oh Maya, you caught the Cobbles on me, but there's a time warp.
That's actually looking alright. The Stalker's underneath there as well, yeah.
And you
Got
wins.
it. I'm a bit surprised how abruptly that ended. I really think Cobble was in a slightly better position, but I guess if you get your Tempest caught like that, it doesn't really matter.
So I can actually watch through Hyper's perspective.
So who do you think is going to win now that it's 1-1?
To be honest, depending on the map, but I see Cobble might be the favorite to win this one. He had, like last map, he had the good idea, but he couldn't take over the advantage with the comeback with the Mass Tempest.
Yeah, going into this, I actually would have favored you. I think he's a slightly stronger standard player. But with the maps being a little bit weird, so far it feels like Cobble has been more adaptive. That might push him to have the slight advantage.
Next map will be Parallel Sequence. Bunch of islands.
So Hyper, what's the gimmick of this map? It looks fairly standard outside of the number of spawns. Alright.
Alright, on the right side of the map we have Cobble.
And in the top left, we have you. This does look like a fairly normal map though. There isn't going to be anything super out of the ordinary here, I would assume.
Looks like each base has a pocket base.
That lends itself to one gate expand, which I'm assuming Cobble is not going to go for, since he didn't do that last game either when he literally had gold minerals in his main. You is probably... Wow, he is actually going Nexus first. That is... No, Cobble is going Nexus first, my bad. So exactly the opposite of what I just predicted. Perfect.
Well,
Yeah, Nexus first definitely has the advantage over one gate. Slightly. And Yu is also scouting the wrong way. So he's gonna find Cobble very late. But he's still going... unless Cobble full walls, he's still gonna get in and see that there's in fact already a Nexus done. So from there it's probably just going to be a fairly standard game with you having the slight economic disadvantage.
I would reckon a full wall actually might be a good idea in this map, because there is destructible debris.
Yeah, the pylon's a little bit in the way for that though. You can't... I think you can't place a single building there to full wall that. Yeah,
Cobble
he's
is...
struggling.
He did full wall.
No, he didn't.
Well, with the
In fact, he actually needs a gateway to
Oh.
full wall there. Okay, seeing
you
the second
still got
glass
in,
this
you
late
can walk.
already tells you everything you have to know.
And then you seize the Nexus.
Oh, Cobble letting the pylon finish is a little silly. 26 out of 46 supply.
I mean, he probably has the extra money. Except his Nexus is not building probes.
Oh yeah. What's going on there? Cobble making a battery because he still hasn't found you, so he's a little bit scared. He's about to see that you went one gate. He does not know if it also was a Nexus first though. Especially with only one gateway unit there, it could have been a Nexus first as well. So the battery probably still isn't necessary because he saw the one gate was two gates. But it's not a super big deal.
Oh, a Phoenix Force from you. Probably seeing the two that's coming across the map right now.
That is quite the scuffed wall by Cobble, but I guess this is the trick for now.
I mean, there's a lot of distance for the zips to pass through, so...
Yeah.
I guess there's enough time to react.
I hope you're starting to make Immortals right after this War Prism. Oh, a second Stargate, that's really scary. Cobble definitely has a window here where he just can kill him if he goes for it with Blink and like 5 or 6 gates. It is a pretty big map though, so it's gonna take him a while to get across. And there's the ramp, of course. Oh my, we're taking an island base with the War Prism.
I mean, smart idea since you is going for Sky Toss.
I'm just a little worried. I think Yu's just gonna die. He just doesn't have enough actual meat in his army. He's got all these tech structures and like a hidden base, kind of. He's making a forge. He's about to have like 4 phoenixes. None of this is really gonna help against like 12 blink stalkers going up his ramp. He has 1 immortal and a battery. But I'm not sure that's enough. He might be able to scare off
Finished learning.
Cobble though. Just seeing the battery and the immortal might be enough of a reason for Cobble to say that he can't break it and instead just expand.
Cobble does not know about the 2 Stargates.
Oh,
so yeah.
Cobble, come on, you clearly can't blink over that. What are you doing?
Oh my.
He tried to blink from the other main into Yu's main. My god.
I mean, he could have just blinked from the natural instead.
Yeah.
Lots of batteries and cannons coming up.
Oh, if he just goes, this might be an...
that's
Oh,
good.
and you mismicroed hard. Oh no, this is probably just it.
Yeah, it looks like a GG.
The battery's doing a lot of work. We have a couple lifts, but I just don't see it. This is not gonna work.
Almost went down so quickly.
The Immortal even got healed by the wrong battery. Like, the non-overcharged one.
Pros are being pulled and Cobble backs away.
I guess he's alive, but if you just warp in, like, 6 more Stalkers, I think you can go in and win the game. There's a lot of cannons, at least, so if you do blink in, you take a lot of damage there. Are we making Void Race? No, we're making more Phoenixes. Oh, I don't love it. I think we just need firepower. 2 models is a lot. We only have 1 force field too. Oh. I don't really see it happening for you. Okay.
Well, he
he's
gets the
back on.
pylon, but nothing much.
Yeah, the pylon wasn't powering anything, so that doesn't really
I
help.
mean, it's one less warp gate though,
That's true.
and you need every single warp gate for this movement.
I'm surprised Cobble's playing this tentatively, and also not expanding at the same time. I feel like you're a bit under a clock here. Like there's a lot of time pressure on you. Once the immortal count gets too high, you can't kill him anymore. So you should be working on your economy right now.
And it doesn't help that the U's just defending the front while Cobble refuses to go towards the natural. Oh, he is.
It seems like he's
coming to the
doing it
natural
now.
now.
Right. Yeah, good call.
And that was some blinks.
There's no battery here. So if we fight for you, then he's going to struggle a little bit more. That's a lot of Phoenixes though. I think he can just kind of lift everything at this point. I actually would like to kill the Warp Prism first, but I guess 8 lifts are pretty good as well.
Stalkers are going down quickly, especially with the pro support.
Cobble's probably not gonna leave right now, but if he knew about the island base, I think he would agree that he's dead right now. That was a pretty good hold. And use tech and the hidden base is probably just gonna carry him from here. I'm struggling to think of a way for Cobble to come back. He's even starting to mine out in his main. So the blink aggression is gonna get slower from here.
The issue with that Cobble's attack is that he kept attacking the front. If that move out
I
to the
actually
natural
think
came
he
out
would have been
sooner,
fine attacking in the front if he had just been more decisive about it, but he like tried to pick away at individual units and then backed up. And trading just wasn't what you wanted to do while you build up his immortal count. You
I mean, it
needed
doesn't
to
help that
go
he
in
also
and be
built up all
decisive.
shield barriers and cannons to help defend.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when the natural looks exposed the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. If he had just gone in the back, or like at least send in the War Prism behind, and then push the front with the Stalkers and have like a couple Zealots in the natural, anything like that would have been better than his half-hearted attempt at killing you.
Oh! He's finally going to Carios now.
He's also taking another island. I didn't even see this. It's the repeat of the previous game. I can't wait for Cobble to throw down Stargates and make Tempests. I actually think with the map control that Cobble has right now, because Yu's probably not going to move out anytime soon, he could just take the center base.
True, but U has air superiority, so he can harass as much as he wants.
That's true.
Also, Cobble also found the island base of the north west.
They're attacking our cute little
Probably
girls
where his
have
War
up
Prism is
and
going to
gone.
go.
Most likely. Phoenix is back in the main now, checking for the island. Also, another expansion of Cobble on the bottom.
I like it. I like trying to get away with something when you're in this bad of a spot. You really have to do something special anyway. How aware is he of the fact that Yu's actually going carriers? He saw a lot of Immortals and he saw a couple Phoenixes. I guess the Phoenixes have +1. If you ever click them, you probably would know what's going on. But I don't
And
think
that
he
amount
saw
of
any of the carry
Phoenixes?
attack.
The amount of Phoenixes, you think 2 gate, because 1 gate... No, not 2 gate. But 2 star pulse won't be enough.
Yeah,
Also
you can
Phoenix
probably
harassed.
do that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you go Schetos. You could just go Phoenix into heavy robo units. That's not unusual.
With 10 probes down, Cobble's way more behind now.
Old Stalkers are just randomly in the middle of the map. They can't defend any base there, and they also can't be aggressive. Yeah, Cobble sent a couple of adepts to the island base. He's killed like 7 workers. It's not a super big deal at this point. The Phoenixes are coming to clean it up. Killed the War Prism. And now Yu's going back to mining.
Surprisingly, it's enough for the supply to be even now.
The supply is even, but Yu's army value is much higher. Because he's just making the beefy units that are not as supply costly. I don't really see this army do anything against what Yu has. Never mind the carriers, there's also still 5 Immortals underneath this. And before we made the 4 Archons just now, we basically only had Stalkers. I just don't see it happening. If we ever fight, I think Yu's just gonna fucking wipe him. It's not even gonna be close.
And plus Kyrios are +2. Meanwhile, the ground army has a +1 noble from Cobble.
Cobble found the other island base with his observer. Meanwhile, you getting ready to take a 3rd one at the bottom right.
Oh, Cobble's now pushing the front again.
Yeah,
and now
that's
he's
not-
the Kyrios.
I wouldn't even blame Cobble for just leaving the game. That's like, what are you even supposed to do? He's making Stargates, or a Stargate, right underneath the Phoenixes. That seems more than desperate. I mean, I don't blame him for not leaving. He's basically maxed. It's a really big map. But I don't see a way back for him.
I mean, as long as Cobble delays, he could be able to get a Sky Army up in time.
Oh, Cobble trying to blink in the bottom left. Once again, not realizing that blink does not have infinite range.
Cobble just needs to delay use attack as much as possible. Except Yu's moving out now.
The War Prism in the bottom center is shift-clicked all the way around the map to the top right to take the last island base.
Oh my.
The enemy closes.
Oh, Cobble's going for the attack.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you tried Cobble. You had a window, you narrowly missed it. Time to get the last 2 maps. He's not even making more Stargates either, so he can't go like a lot of Tempests, even if this fleet beacon were to finish.
Plus, he's spending resources just to attack the island bases instead of defending this.
Yeah, this isn't doable, unfortunately. Going for base race is ambitious. I mean, you gotta try something, I suppose, but yeah, this isn't gonna work. And use
Yeah,
it
there's too many island bases to
one.
base race this. Yeah, Yu is absolutely decimating Cobble's main base now.
Almost making more stargates in the bottom. I don't know, man. You don't even have the money to make Tempests anyway. Like, once you lose your main and natural, you have to remake like 10 pylons. And then you can start making Tempests 2 at a time. So you need like 3 minutes.
Apparently, you recall just to deal with the
Protoss
attack
never
from
give up.
Cobble,
Storm
which
enemy
could be a
attack.
mistake in his spot, which still.
Yeah, that probably wasn't necessary. And definitely not the entire army. You could have probably split it if you really wanted to keep the main. And then keep killing the natural and whatnot.
Oh, Cobble managed to snipe one remaining carrier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a start.
Yu does not have vision of the bottom right base, except for that one warping assimilator.
Your units under attack.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty good tell that there's a base there.
Yeah.
Unless Cobble wanted to long range mine from there. To be fair, I mean, it did look like we were doing a base race for a second. It's not the worst idea to randomly hide a gas early on. But yeah, I don't think that's what was happening. He was getting motherships and tons of static defense. I love it. Yeah, there's really nothing Cobble can do.
Yeah, his main is really good defended now.
He's gonna kill the natural by blinking in, but that's kind of it. Also, once the mothership is done, we have a second recall. So as soon as we recall, we can move out again.
I mean, it's not a lot of pylons, so those cannons are going down quickly.
Yeah. However, you can't really base raise island bases if you don't have air units. So even if you kill all of this somehow, yeah, the mothership is even recalling, so it's over. Oh, he blinked to the natural too, so he can't even escape. If he had blinked to the main ramp, he could have ran away, but now he's gonna lose more stalkers unless you slow on the chase, which he was.
Yep. There's still a bunch of Tempests being made right now, but still not enough.
Yeah, I mean, the Tempest count, it is starting to grow.
Yeah, Cobble just needs to keep delaying as much as possible to win this.
Except you also already has a couple of Tempests, and he still has 7 Phoenixes, which he seems to have forgotten about, but they are actually not bad against Tempests.
Small skirmish and fight in the middle, 2 Tempests went down. But the stalker count's dangerously low now. Yu has yet to check the bases in the bottom. Oh, he's coming down though.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end. Oh, even showing the Tempest to the island base is kind of scary for Cobble. Because now Yu knows exactly what he's dealing with.
The Tempest out of position and the production's getting taken over. Might see a GG from Cobble anytime soon.
Well, you should be trying to fight this army with this Tempest at some point, because it's not getting better, you know. You just lost your Stargate production, so you're not going to get more units. This is the time to start picking away. Because after this point, Yu's just going to start making his own Tempests or whatever he wants to deal with yours.
Cobble does have another base on the top.
No, this one too.
And Yu does not have an idea it was there.
I mean, Cobble could try and snipe the island bases with the Tempests while killing the main with his 7 Stalkers. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, I like the recall of just a couple carriers. However, that now allows the Tempests to actually fight half of this army, if they were to go there at some point, but they're leaving, so I guess it's not happening.
Except the Tempests are way out of position.
Yeah, it seems like he just wants to kill the island.
And that's a
Okay.
GG.
That's the end. Cobble definitely had a timing right at the start. If he had better vision there, I think he completely crushes you. He was not set up to deal with the blink attack.
Yeah, he just had to commit. But he did it. Especially seeing after all those Phoenixes. Alright, you is up 2-1 now.
Match point. Cobble needs to have a tight game here if he wants to bring it to the ace match. He looked to be in an okay spot every single game so far, even the 2 ones that he lost. So I'm not feeling hopeless for him, but obviously it's a difficult task to have to duo someone of roughly your own skill.
Alright, next map is going to be Fruitland. Oh, what a classic map.
Named after the first GSL champion, Fruit Dealer.
Indeed. Alright.
And here we go.
Starting at the top right of the map, we have the orange Protoss, Cobble.
And in the bottom left, he's on ace match. It's the blue Protoss you. Let's see if both players are aware of the gimmick of this map.
Yep, the free minerals.
There's fruit spawns in the middle of the map that you can pick up to gather free resources. If one of them knows about this and the other one doesn't, it's going to be very one-sided, I would predict. Besides that, it's a fairly normal map. If maybe a little small for modern standards.
Looks like both probes are scanning their opponents right now. Nothing too crazy yet.
This time both players are opening standard with the 2 gates. We might just have a fairly normal game in our hands. Cobble did win the one game that was fairly standard. That is true. These watchtowers in the middle are crazy. You're never gonna get attacked if you hold either of those.
Yeah, it's directly inside the attack path as well. Oh, looks like Yu's going for the Sentry. Or Cobble's going for the 2 Stalkers.
That indicates that he probably wants to expand, while Cobble might want to put on some aggression. Like he did in game 1. It didn't work out for him there. Well, it did work out for him in the end, but he did lose his Stalkers initially. And in fact, Cobble is playing exactly the same way he did in game 1. Sending 4 Stalkers across the map.
And Yu for the Nexus.
Yu's next 2 gateway units are actually a little bit late. But with the ramp he should be able to defend the first 2 Stalkers fairly easily.
And plus the Sentry, so they're coming a lot faster.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I mean, he gets 1 probe. It's not bad. Cobble making a robo directly underneath the Phoenix. Perfect. Couldn't have waited 1 second for that to go away.
And Yu with the Triad Cancel. And the Forge.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's safe. If he sees the robo, then Cobble can't really be aggressive until there's a War Prism. By that time he will...
Force Fields are doing a decent walk. Got 1 Stalker.
Yeah, he will pick off. His battery's out of energy now, but with the Nexus gone, if there really was any problems, he could just overcharge.
Cobble with his own.
Oh, Cobble is killing the pineapple. This might be the decider, because I don't think they were aware of what this map is about, and Cobble is about to find out. And if he sees these extra resources, he's gonna be able to jump ahead in economy and army a lot.
Except Cobble stopped attacking. Oh wait, he's coming back. That was a classic F2 move, I think.
Happens to the best. You looking like he's setting up for a 3rd base. And once Blink is done, he'll probably move out to put on pressure. He's actually moving out already and not taking a 3rd base. This could be an all-in. He could just make a proxy gate. Oh, he's also taking the pineapple.
Where's the pineapple?
Did it not spawn?
It did not spawn.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Well. Let's see if you figure this out.
I mean, he will figure it out. Oh my god, that explosion was so big.
And looks like both of them got scammed. You with the recall home. Oh, looks like Cobble has his load base down quicker.
Because Hyper just had to pick the one that wasn't published by GOM TV.
Oh my. Well, it looks like this is going to be a stand of the map, I guess.
Yeah, you actually missed his window to be aggressive with Blink, though, as a result of fighting that pineapple. So that's pretty good for Cobble, because once he gets a couple more immortals and his third base is secure, his army is going to start looking a little bit more powerful in a
Plus-
heads-up fight.
Couple supplies a little bit above you right now, so definitely has advantage.
For sure.
Yu's going for the third base lineal this time. So the triangle.
That seems pretty normal. I think Cobble actually should have also done that. Especially because he wants to be defensive. I feel like it's easier to defend for him.
Yeah, Yu's third base has a ramp he can protect. While Cobble's third base is kinda open.
I like that Cobble is still coping about the pineapple on the right. There's still a probe there just in case.
Indeed. Looks like Cobble's expanding towards his fourth location now.
Yu's about to have a 2 upgrade lead. He could use that to be aggressive, but I don't think there's time anymore. I think he would have already had to be on the map by now. I guess he wanted to wait for charge. The observer spotted the move out, so Cobble knows what's coming. He has a lot of force fields and a lot of immortals as well as a battery.
Oh. That one, what person saved that one cycle?
Oh, those are nice
Here
force
comes the force
fields.
field. Cobble does not have blink on his stalkers. So these force fields are gonna hurt.
Yeah, he does have a 4th base on the way behind this, so losing the Nexus is not the end of the world. But obviously it's not ideal either. In a heads-up fight, I think Cobble's army is still slightly better. Killing
Just
the
that you has
Watchtower.
the +2 upgrade lead.
Yeah, for sure. Cobble splitting his army is maybe a little ambitious.
He's probably expecting to come up to his fourth location.
I don't think half of Cobble's army can beat all of you, so that's a little scary for him. Behind this though, Yu has taken pretty long to actually take his 4th base, and he's not continuing his upgrades, so his
is that
army
Warpin
isn't
on
going
his
to
main
scale.
base?
Oh, that's a lot of Zelts.
And Cobble's zealots are stuck behind.
Cobble is down to almost 30 workers now. This is really scary for him.
Oh
And I don't
my,
think he can move
zealots.
across. I think he has to just macro out of this, though. I don't think he can just attack. Except use losing all the stalkers, so maybe he can.
Yeah, that 5 immortal lead is really.
And he's warping in more stalkers? I think that's definitely the wrong choice. There was like only immortals in that army. He should have made charge lots. Oh, he sees the 5 stalkers with the watchtower, the 5 immortals with the watchtower. He could absolutely blink on top of this. Instead, he just fights him at the range, damages 1 immortal, loses his 5 stalkers, and leaves. That's not ideal.
And Cobble's got the move out now.
Yeah, I mean, Cobble has a scary army.
Only issue that he needs to commit to the vocal lead being so down.
Yeah. That's a nice flank by Cobble. That's a lot of static though. Warping in more stalkers is insane to me. How are you warping in stalkers against this many zealots and immortals? Yeah, okay, I guess you dies now. If this was zealots, maybe there was a chance. But I don't think stalkers are gonna do anything. Killing the warpers.
Oh,
Nice.
you win.
Never mind. I guess it was enough static and the probes helped out.
And looks like that's a
That's a
you
3-1.
takes the series.
That was a close match. They both
Yeah.
played well, I think.
I really reckon Cobble would have won if he taken a few more decisions correctly.
Yeah. Map 2 and 3 were both within his grasp. Map 4 maybe a little bit less so. But it also wasn't super one-sided, Map 4. If he defends the Zealots in the main, I think that's still a super competitive game.
Except since he A-moved the Zealots, Cobble A-moved the Zealots, we got stuck behind a choke point. Like there was 10 of them stuck behind like 2 Zealots.
Yeah, between the Gateway and the Nexus. I saw that.
Yeah, which was very tragic.
Yeah, close games. A little sad that the pineapple didn't work. But oh well. That was a good match.
Nice.
I mean, at least that's fair, right? Each of them tried to go for one and didn't get it. It's better than having one person try to like go for both pineapples at the same time or something, and then the other guy doesn't even know what's going on and just plays normal.
Anyway, that was fun.
I think that
Yeah.
was a good match.
Good
I
night.
got scammed. No one made mass centuries.
There was a lot of frostbits in that last game. It's close.
I mean, that's only 3 centuries of full energy.
Mm.
Well, alrighty. Thanks for having us, Hyper.
Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Mevin. Good night.
And until next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.